We don't have a choice.
Okay.
If there were to be such a referendum, and I think we would need a referendum because it means abolishing the constitution entirely, we wouldn't have a choice. That is the painful thing about democracy and the will of the people. It won't always favor you. So we'd have to subject ourselves to the will of the people. And I'll give you an example. We don't agree with the Expropriation Act in its current form. For example, that was signed by Cyril Ramaphosa.
Yes.
Because we think it's a cosmetic thing that is not really moving away from the fundamental principle of that there must be willing buyer, willing seller. The person whose land you want to expropriate must be compensated. The Expropriation Act still gives provision for that as a primary means of interacting in the return of the land and expropriating of the land from those who have attained it. So we don't agree with that aspect of it. But it's a law that's been signed. We're subject to it now. We can only try and oppose it. We can only try and propose. We can oppose it in the judiciary. We can propose other legislative means of expropriating land that will remove the willing buyer, willing seller principle, amending of the constitution, for example. And the constitution allows for that. But we can't say we won't subscribe to that law. And the DA must be called out for that because the DA Minister of Infrastructure, for example, says he won't implement that law. But it's a law of South Africa. So you can't call yourself a Democrat. You can't call yourself a constitutionalist when you want to pick and choose what you subscribe to that is implemented by the law, the constitution, and democracy. So we will accept the will of the people even when it does not favor us.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing the DA not do when it comes to what is happening now in the government of national unity.
A lot of people struggle with these definitions, including myself.